Hello, my name is Joshua and welcome if you're new here and welcome back if you've been here before. And today we are going to do an HHP build for Maple, but not just any HHP build. And this is a challenge designed by Nina Try. A challenge that we were to pick our favorite Animal Crossing villager and design an HHP home around this particular villager and what the festive season would look like for them. You know, what their house would look like. Could have been either Christmas, New Year's, anything in between. But I chose for a Christmas build because when it comes to the festive month, we don't really celebrate either. It's not really that big of a celebration in our household. I mean, we do have Christmas and we do have New Year's, and of course we will do something to celebrate it, but it's not as big of a celebration in our country, or at least in our household. Yeah, I just went for what maybe my house would look like during Christmas in reflection to Maple, because I think Maple and I are in that sense very similar when it comes to character, and may have just cheated a teensy bit with this challenge because I kinda designed the HHP home more around myself than Maple, but that's fine. And here you can see me working on the outside, putting a festive wreath on the door, deciding the proper placement of the house so that I can still fit some trees next to it. And I did put in a decorated cedar tree, and I did try to stunt it just to see what would happen. But I mean, I should have known that the lights wouldn't appear if the tree is stunted. I mean, I should have known. Like, I have played Animal Crossing before, you know? So, yeah. Don't know why I tried it in the first place. Just call me curious. I don't know. And as you can see, we are currently working on the outside, which is laying down some pathing right now. And we did place down some trees, some bushes, making it a little bit accustomed to Maple. With the bear paws and stuff. And you're also gonna see me struggle with the buttons on the Joy-Cons a whole lot, because I kept hitting all the wrong buttons when I was laying down puffing. Like, I swear I am a professional gamer. I'm a professional ACNH player. I know how the Joy-Cons work, trust me. Here I am filling this up a little, and I felt like Maple would be really farm to table, really high on the organic foods, you know, so I'm gonna give her a little veggie patch with a few pumpkins, and obviously you need some tools for that, like a shovel and some soil. I know this customization is the beans, but let's just pretend it's soil. And, you know, a watering can, all that good stuff. And here I am trying to find the pergola, and I was so confused at first when I couldn't place it down, because I was like, I have plenty of space, right? It's a 3x3 item. But then I remembered you can't place anything in front of vines, so I had to go and remove those. Yeah, now I'm just working on this front bit, and at the end you're gonna see that this is gonna change a little bit, because when this was stored by Nina, we found out out that I kind of blocked the entrance, and then you can't scoot on a diagonal through there, so I had to remove a bush there. So enjoy while it's still there. And this is where I kept hitting all the wrong buttons when I was trying to lay down this pathing. Enjoy me squirming and struggling a whole lot here. But we got there. We have laid it down. And now I'm just looking for some items that I could place in front of the pergola. I'm gonna place down a bench and a table, like a cozy spot where she can maybe perhaps read a book or enjoy the nature, do some relaxation. Obviously implementing some Christmas decorations. It's still Christmas build after all. And I know we're way past Christmas, even New Year's, but yeah, we're gonna do a Christmas build anyway. I wanted to participate in this challenge and it was festive related, so that's why. And now I'm just placing down some more pathing. We're gonna add in some filler coats, like the stones and the bunnies. Some more flowers. Some weeds, just to fill up this little strip of land as well. But yeah, this is me removing that bush there. And this is part 1 done. Alright, now that we've got the outside done, let's do the inside. You can see me unpack these items here, but I won't be using them in the downstairs area of Maple's HHP home. But I will be using them in the upstairs room, but you will see that within due time. And now I'm placing down some furniture for the kitchen and some for the living room. First I'm gonna place down some wallpaper and flooring. And now that we've got that, I'm struggling to find the rug that would fit the best, which is gonna be the focal point of this build. Blue is gonna be heavily featured in this build. I don't know, I found it fitting for Maple. And now I'm just working on the living room space, and this is gonna change around quite a bit because as you can see here I still have it in front of the door, but I felt like it would block your view and your walkway quite a bit, so just gonna move that next to the kitchen. And in hindsight I could have made this room bigger, obviously, because we do have that option in HHP, but yeah, I didn't, as you can see. That created quite a lot of difficulty in designing Maple's HHP home. Yeah, now I'm just working on the kitchen. Felt like a good soup would be fitting for the holiday, and obviously we need a table and chairs to eat our dinner. Although, to be fair, most of the times I eat my food on the couch. I know, real lazy, but it's true. We did eat dinner at the dinner table, what a sentence, for Christmas. Usually I eat it. Yeah, this voiceover is going great. And now I'm just filling up the living room and the kitchen table with some items, some food related items. And here you can see me put in the pet food bowl. That's such a weird word. Bowl. But yeah, you can see me put that in because I do have 2 cats. And they are my entire life. I love them very, very dearly. And I know, seeing as Maple is a cup, it might not make a whole lot of sense for her to have pets. But you know, it's Animal Crossing. They are kind of domesticated and I just want her to have a pet. And in this case, it's gonna be a cat because I do have cats. Yeah, here you can see me change her outfit. Because the blue tones are so heavily featured in this build, I figured her outfit, it would be cute if her outfit would fit the aesthetic. And that's why I've gone for the snowflake sweater in the light blue. And now we're just working on the walls a bit. Now things are going to change around a bit in here because the clock that I'm placing right here is gonna move a bit more to the right due to some ceiling items, but you will see that in a minute. I also place in a radiator because a lot of us are struggling with the heating prices right now and just living costs in general, and I am one of those people. I have to be really careful with when I'm turning on the heating, and because of that I figured, well, let's not put Maple through that trouble as well and just make her HHP home nice and cozy. And yeah, I'm just placing down some more wall items, and now I'm onto lighting. And here you can see me place down these shelves, and that is the reason why I had to move the clock a little bit more to the right, because otherwise it would have been blocked and you couldn't tell the time, you know. Just repositioning and customizing it to match the rest of the home. And this is the result of the downstairs floor. And we also have an upstairs room to do because my apartment has 2 floors as well. And here we are putting in the mandatory items like the Mama Bear and Papa Bear. And I figured, well, if we have those two, why not put in the baby bear as well, you know, to make the family complete. And at first I was a little bit held back by how blue this variation of the baby bear is, but I did like the fact that they were all in the same variation, like the flowery pattern. So I ended up sticking with the blue and made that a focal point in this build. So just like downstairs, but even more here. And here you can see me put in the mid-sized clothing rack, but I end up removing that because I figured, you know, she already has a closet, doesn't need another piece of furniture that features clothes. So yeah, and now we're just trying to find the sewing machine, and we're gonna put in a cat tower. As I mentioned earlier, cats are heavily featured in my life, so I wanted to reflect that onto Maple. And some of you may know, but most of you may not know. In real life, I am a very, very chaotic person. Maybe I do not come across like that, but I am definitely a chaotic person. And so that's why this room is gonna end up being a little bit cluttered as well. That's why I already placed down these scattered papers. And in a minute, you will see me place down some more small items on the floor, because I have stuff everywhere in my room. Not just in my room, in my house in general. Like, yeah, I am a very cluttered and chaotic person as well. And now, yeah, I'm just, as I mentioned before, just placing down more furniture that I think would work. Obviously, putting in another Christmas tree because it's still a festive build, so I wanted to have at least something that would suggest that upstairs as well. And here you can see me working on the walls. Gonna put some handy items down, some dreamy shells, because I am also really big on plushies and stuffed animals. And in here you can see me struggling really hard with these cork boards, because I was really surprised with how big these items were. I was like, my whiteboard in real life is not that big either. So it took me a minute to find a placement for it. Yeah, I'm just putting in some more ceiling decorations. I am, as you can see, putting down some hanging lamps as well, but I realized that it wasn't really that necessary because I already also had wall lamps in this room, so I ended up removing most of the hanging light. And this is the end result for the top floor. And this was the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and make sure to leave a like and comment if you'd like, and make sure to be subscribed and hit the notification bell if you want to stay updated on future uploads. Bye bye, see you later.